What's up, everybody? My name is Connor Green, and today we are going to learn from more of my mistakes on building muscle. What I'm going to talk about specifically is how it's different if you're underweight versus if you're overweight, because they require two different strategies. The first thing we'll talk about is when you're trying to build muscle, you have to be at a minimum in maintenance calories, but preferably in a surplus. Obviously, you got to sleep, you got to get hydration, manage your stress, you got to execute lifting weights in the gym and have progressive overload. Now, when you're overweight, the diet is not as important. And in fact, you can eat in a deficit when you're overweight and still build muscle. And when I say the diet is not as important when you're overweight, I mean that there's more wiggle room in order to train and still build muscle. When you're overweight, your body will make up the deficit using the fat stores you have in your body, which is why we see in the gym over and over, why bigger people tend to get stronger faster, even in the midst of having a lackluster muscle building diet, right? Where that does not happen when you're skinny. So you don't have to have as good a nutrition in order to build muscle when you're overweight. And I see that happens all the time. We take a client that, it's 100 pounds overweight, they eat in a deficit, they're losing weight and building muscle at the same time. Now, it's slightly different if you're underweight. And the reason for that is because your body doesn't have fat stores to pull from. So it is especially devastating to the underweight person to not be eating enough. And usually what that looks like is, because carbs are the devil, everybody knows that, is the skinny person can't build muscle because they don't eat carbs and they're trying to be healthy and they're maybe in maintenance, but they're probably in a deficit. Where do the extra calories come from to build muscle? Nowhere. So you don't build any, okay? So when you're underweight, you need to carb around your workout time. You can have carbs during your workout, and you need to eat tons of carbs after your workout. Carbs are gonna be crucial if you're underweight to putting on muscle. They are gonna fuel your workouts, they aid in recovery, they prevent muscle breakdown, and they're gonna allow you to be intense in your workouts and actually execute them effectively. So when you're overweight, everybody wants to, hey, cut out the carbs, you lose weight. Well, really, you're just gonna lose water weight, okay? Maybe you lose tissue over time, but the immediate effect of losing weight when you cut out carbs is because carbs are stored in the blood with water. So if you have a whole bunch of carbs in your body, you have a whole bunch of water weight. Stop eating your carbs, you're going to lose all of that water really, really quickly, not necessarily lose body fat. I thought carbs were the devil for like 8 years. I didn't eat any. I literally look back at some of my old meal preps, my old recipes. I'm over here training 5, 6, 7 times a week, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, still skinny, getting made fun of it because I'm the guy that goes to the gym all the time. Everybody knows I'm in the gym all the time, but I'm still skinny. I became who I was. To everybody, was like the guy in the gym that worked harder than everybody else that could put on muscle. And here's what the problem was. I wasn't having enough carbs. I was doing a lot of other shit wrong too, but primarily I wasn't having enough carbs. So if you're skinny and you want to build muscle, you have to focus on getting lots of carbohydrates. Okay, I really like white rice. You can do it in fruits. You can do it in lots of other ways too. Have a bunch of white bread. It doesn't really matter. You're trying to build muscle. Okay, eat in a surplus, get carbs in and around your training, and you will gain muscle. Guaranteed.